Listen carefully. If at any point during the story you hear a faint buzzing in your room, don't ignore it, because what you're about to hear isn't just a story. It's a warning recorded by a man who never fully made it back. And if this message reaches you before it reaches them, hit subscribe right now, because this channel documents things that aren't supposed to exist, and trust me, once you hear this, you'll want to remember where you found the truth.
Hey, if anyone's seeing this, my name's Marcus Hale, Detroit born and raised, 28 now, but this was 4 years back, summer of 22, hot as hell. I was wrenching on rigs at the auto shop off 8 Mile, Ford pickups, busted transmissions, the usual grind. Lived in a shithole studio apartment, 3rd floor, rent so cheap you could smell the mold through the walls. Single, no kids. Just me, my 98 F-150 rust bucket, and too many bad habits, beers after shift, late night smokes on the fire escape. I tell myself it was a dream, heat stroke, carbon monoxide leak, stroke at 24. Whatever lets me sleep but the scars. Lift sleeve, shows jagged welts on arm, puckered like acid burns. These are real, ribs that ache when it rains, and that hum. Taps temple and my ears every night, syncing with the vents. It's not electricity, it's hungry, listening. This is what happened, every goddamn detail. I recorded this cause if you hear that buzz, don't ignore it, post it anywhere. Forums, YouTube, whatever, warn them cause it's still out there, and it's still watching. It was a muggy Thursday, post-shift, around 10 p.m. Air outside thick as soup, couldn't breathe without tasting the asphalt melt. I trudged up the stairwell to my unit, peeling green paint flaking under my boots, that one flickering bulb on the landing buzzing like a dying fly trapped in glass. Keys in hand, grease caked under my nails from wrestling a transmission all day. Door always sticks, swollen from humidity. I yanked it open with my shoulder, stepped into the hall. That's when it shifted, no warning, no pop, no flash, one blink the world. Noclip like those old video game glitches, you know, walls just folded wrong. The hum deepened, not the bulb. Something vast, subterranean, like a generator humming in concrete lungs buried deep under the earth. Air turned clammy instant, like stepping into a walk-in freezer cranked to hell. No, wait, hot. 85 degrees easy, humidity wrapping my skin like wet plastic wrap, squeezing sweat out before it could bead. Smell hit like a fist, sodden carpet, mildew baked into every goddamn fiber, undercut by something feral. Rotting meat left in a flooded basement. Forgotten laundry gone slimy, the hallway. It stretched infinite, my door, gone, vanished like it never was. Just yellow wallpaper forever, that ugly moire pattern repeating. Wavy lines blurring into each other, making your eyes itch if you stared too long. Lights overhead, dim orange embers buzzing in waves, syncing with that hum. No end, no doors, no windows, just endless. I froze, heart thumped once hard like a hammer on an anvil. What the fuck? Phone out, Samsung Galaxy, halfway charged from the shop. Screen black, no bars, no clock, just my face staring back, pupils blown wide like I'd mainland coke. Tapped it, restarted. Nothing, battery icon flickered once, then died. Okay, Marcus, breathe, carbon monoxide, bad tacos from the truck stop. Denial, that was my anchor, had to be hallucination, heat stroke. Dehydration from the shift, but the carpet, it squelched under my boots, warm, viscous, like stepping in fresh blood but stickier. Left damp footprints that didn't fade, dark, spreading slow. Walls felt closer already. Paper pebbled like diseased skin under your fingers. I touched one, cool at first then, pulsing, faint, like veins throbbing under flesh. Alive, I yanked my hand back. Took a step, echo was wrong, footfall echoed ahead of me first, then behind, like the hall was throwing my sound back at me. Marked the wall with my key, scratched MH 110, 47 p.m. time for memory, 'cause phone was toast. Walked, counting strides in my head. 1, 2, 10, 50, hall branched left, impossible. Building was straight shot, remember, no turns. But there it was, identical yellow wall, same moire waves, same buzzing lights. Sweat beading now, shirt clinging to my back like a second skin. Looping, gotta be a prank, hidden cams, reality TV bullshit. Laughed, shaky, forced, no echo, just silence pressing in thick as the air. Exploration, that's when time started melting, no sun. No shadows proper, not moving ones. Minutes, hours, fuck if I know, corridors warped slow. One sloped up gentle, like a ramp in an empty mall, then dropped sharp, knees jarring on the squelch. Rooms bled in from the walls sometimes, office guts, desks tipped over like dominoes after an earthquake. Staplers rusted solid, papers turned to pulp, soggy with ink smears that looked like faces. Smudged eyes staring up, mouths open in silent screams. Paranoia gnawed first edge there, shook it off, kept moving, deja vu hit like a truck. Passed the same stain 3 times, coffee dark, right at knee height, bubbling slow like it was alive, breathing. Marked more walls, MH2, with an arrow pointing back the way I came. Wiped clean on the next pass, like acid had etched it away. Phone was dead weight in my pocket now. Yelled once, hey, anybody, this ain't funny. Voice swallowed whole, came back muffled, mocking. Like the hall was laughing low, psych tricks crept in slow, memories blurred at the edges. Girlfriend Tara X, yeah, we split last winter. What was her laugh like? Faded. Mom's chili recipe, the one with the extra cayenne, gone. Hallway started whispering, buzz modulating into words. Marcus, stay, shook my head hard, ears ringing. Survival mode kicked in, backpack from the truck had 2 Snickers, warm Coke, ration bites, tiny sips, counted steps obsessively now, 500, 1,000. Found a stairwell, metal treads, rusted, descending into black, went down, 300 steps, emerged. Same level, same yellow walls, looped vertical. Air got heavier, wrought sharper, like the deeper you went, the more it stank of death. Vents wheezed overhead, exhaling spores, fine dust that made me cough, throat raw and burning, walked more, endless. Marked MH3 on a wall, passed it again an hour later, erased, marked MH4, same shit, repetition clawed at my brain, same hum, same squelch. Same dim lights flickering just enough to keep shadows dancing at the edges. Sat once back to wall, knees up. Listened, silence stretched minutes, then a distant shuffle. Wet drag on carpet far off, like something heavy being pulled slow. Froze, listened harder, nothing. Vacuum-tight silence snapped back, got up, kept going. First anomaly for real, shadows, not mine. Pooled in corners where lights didn't reach, twitching like oil slicks on water. Alive. Watch one for what felt like 10 minutes, rippling, stretching fingers toward the light, then pulling back. Distant shuffle again, closer this time, froze behind a tipped desk. Listened, drag, pause, drag, stopped, silence, light stuttered, half-second black. When they flickered on, shadow gone, but carpet disturbed, fresh furrows like claws or feet had gouged it. Deep, animals, rats, whispered it, no, bigger, way bigger. Exploration dragged into what I guessed was days. Hunger gnawed, Snickers gone, Coke empty, thirst clawed my throat. Found a drip from a vent, acrid water, tasted like rust and chemicals. Sipped anyway, corridors narrowed some places, vents squeezing my shoulders, forcing me to crawl. Dark as pitch inside, pipes dripping that sludge on my neck, burning like battery acid. Emerged into a vast chamber, cafeteria vibe. Tables warped, chairs fused to the floor like candle wax drips melted wrong. Light steadier here, hum almost lulling. Collapsed behind the counter, pulse hammering in my ears. That's when I saw it, first glimpse. End of the room, half obscured by steam hissing from a busted pipe. Tall. 8 feet at least, hunched unnatural, spine bowed like a question mark ready to snap straight. Yellowish skin flecked with mold spots blending seamless with the walls, camouflage perfect like it grew there. No face. Smooth dome where eyes nose, mouth should be just blank yellow flesh, glistening wet. Arms dangling to mid-shin, fingers thin as piano wire, twitching erratic, like antennae seeking signal. It didn't move, just was sensing me. Head tilted imperceptible at first, then snapped upright. No sound, no joints creaking, glided forward, inches per second. Carpet dimpling under invisible feet, wet drag faint, sinking perfect with the hum. Lights flickered, black on closer, 10 feet now. My heart jackhammered, fear chemical burn in my veins, sweat pouring cold despite the heat. It paused. Head facing me, smooth skin rippling faint, like it was detecting my pulse, tasting my terror. I backed slow, breath hitched in my throat. It matched me, glide pose, flicker black, on 5 feet back, arms swaying hypnotic, fingers questing air. Silence behind me, just my gasps rasping loud. Turned corner, dead end, great wall, rusted mesh, spun around flicker. It was there, inches away. Cold radiated off it, mold stink choking my lungs like a wet rag. Fingers twitched toward my face, elongating slow, wire-thin, probing, dove right, squeezed into a vent, too tight, shirt shredded on jagged edges, skin scraping raw. Emerged gasping, lungs on fire. Blood trickling from gashes, didn't look back, just ran, chase one, corridors folding, it didn't chase proper, stalked, patient, glide, pause, flicker, advance, studied me. Every spike of fear, my whimpers, stumbles, drew it nearer, hid under desk cluster, curled fetal, bit lip bloody to mute sobs, heard it circle, drag hum, stopped above me, silence eternal. Fingers probed desk edge, twitching inches from my boot, tapped wood soft like testing, waited. Hours it left, or did it? Injuries, hip bruised purple from a table clip, lip split. Nails torn bloody from great scramble, pressed on paranoia peak, marked walls frantic, IT follows, past it later, erased clean. New zone, low ceiling maze. Ducks overhead groaning like lungs filling. That's when the secondary showed, ceiling crawlers. First one dropped tiles ahead, crash, skitter click. Looked up, multi-limbed shadow scuttling across panels, legs like spider wire but thicker, jointed wrong. 8, 10, dropped globs, viscous shit, sizzling on carpet, smoke rising acrid, avoided it. The one grazed my arm, burned like acid, blistering welts instant. Skin bubbled, hurt like holy fuck. More clicks echoed, converging slow, dropped back to hall, kept moving. Fear escalated, gradual. Distant figures now, silhouettes far off in the yellow haze, mimicking my walk, slouched, hands in pockets, turned sharp, gone. Flicker, sounds layered, shuffles converging from branches. Primary returned, glimpse 2, broader hall, lights manic strobing. It waited mid-path, posture shifted, arms spread wide, fingers undulating like seaweed in current. Invitation, flicker black. On closer by 10 feet, ran perpendicular. Layout loop back to it. Internal scream, it's learning, mapping me. My fear, more exploration between hours, days. Thirst worse, licked condensation from walls, tasted salt and rot. Memory distortion hit hard. Tara's face blurred, brown hair, blonde, mom's voice calling me in from the street. What'd she say? Hall whispered again, Marcus, stay. Forever, paranoia loops, every shadow twitched, every drag was it. Marked MH10, found it 5 times, arrows pointing wrong ways, erased each pass. Found a room with vending machines, glass shattered, insides gutted, candy wrappers floating in yellow puddles. Ate one stale but calories, sat, listened to silence stretch, crawler clicks far off. Primary drag closer, no, just hum, psych breakdown deepen, talk to myself constant. You're okay, just find the exit, door back. Laugh, no echo. Fear loops, convince myself it was gone, then flicker, shadow closer. Hiding spots multiplied, lockers, vents under tables. Each time fingers probed edges, rippling skin inches away. Whimpered once, big mistake. Fingers elongated, scraping metal soft like warm clay. Chase 2 built slow. Steam room, visibility shit. Fog thick as pea soup. Pipes hissing, floor slick puddles. Slip knee hyperextended, pain white-hot lightning up my leg. Couldn't run proper. It burst speed. Teleport lurch, 20 feet covered in flicker snap. Wet drag exploded to thunder. Arms lashed out, grazed shoulder, fabric tore easy, skin flayed shallow. Blood hot trailed down my arm. Hidden locker bank, door ajar half-inch. Held breath till spots danced in eyes. It probed lockers, fingers inserting cracks, twisting metal with wet pops. Psychological break, smooth face inches from my slit view, skin rippling ecstatic. Sensing my terror peak, whimpered error. Fingers wormed through, elongating endless. Escaped by bait, tossed boot down hall. Clatter drag fading. Lamed now, one shoe, ankle swelling balloon. Survival frayed, whispered prayers, atheist gone lapsed. Tara, if I die here. Memory anchor slipping deeper in. Shadow play worsened, primary silhouette stretching walls, always peripheral. Crawlers multiplied, ceilings alive with skitter clicks, globs raining near misses, burning carpet to craters. Hurted me. Layouts weaponized, stairs vanishing mid-climb, treads crumbling to drops into black shafts. Fell once, 20 feet, impact jarring ribs crack on twisted metal below. Crawled out coughing pink foam, ribs grinding fire, barely stood, exploration limbo stretched eternal. Found residential wing doors half open to empty rooms, beds sagging with yellow stains, closets yawning black, sat in one. Rocked, hum pulsed in my skull, whispered my name. Flickered doorway shadow loomed, ran again, climax chamber built over hours of stalking. Heart of it, colossal room, warehouse size, catwalks veined with glowing orange veins pulsing like arteries. Central abyss, pit humming core deep, wind sucking down eternal. Walls breathed overt, yellow flesh throbbing, mold veins fat and throbbing, cornered slow. Crawlers rain from catwalks, tiles shattering, legs skittering chaos, globs sizzling around me. Primary center stage, 9 feet now. Posture erect, arms weaving slow spell, fingers undulating hypnotic, drawing me in. Lights apocalypse, flicker storm, blackout stretching seconds. It advanced in bursts, glide 10 feet, pause, ripple. Drag thunder sink my heartbeat, ribs screamed with each breath. Ankle buckled, no run left, charged at blind, scavenged pipe from debris swung wild. Connected rubbery give like hitting moldy foam. Hum screeched feedback, ears bleeding. It recoiled, staggering first time reel, snapped back, teleport grasp, fingers clamped throat, wire digits vice tight, cold burning flesh, lifted me easy. No face but ripples ecstatic across dome, feeding on terror peak, dragged to abyss edge. Smooth skin split slow, maw yawned wide, void black teeth. No, just endless dark, inhaling my fear like smoke, pulling whimpers in. Abyss reflection, infinite Marcuses staring up, Noclip echoes, mouths agape eternal scream. Realization hit, backrooms alive. We food grown in walls, lured by buzz, digested slow. Near-death layered, thrashed, pipe dropped into abyss, echo endless. Fingers tighten, vision spotting black. Maw closer, breath vacuum suck on my face. Desperation peak, gashed arm from crawler burn, dripped blood on floor. Carpet drank it, pulsing greedy. Then rejected gush reverse, wall cracking like eggshell splitting. Primary recoiled hard, maw slamming shut with wet snap. Glitch cascade, reality tore zipper wide, lights exploding white. Tendrils whipped ankles, yanked hard. Clung edge, nails splintering on flesh wall, hauled through inch by inch. False escape tease, glimpsed my door, normal hall, 8-mile bulb. Reached tendrils pulled back, moyanned again, final thrash, boot kicked crawler glob into it. Sizzle screech, maw spasmed, ripped free, fell spiral into light, impacted apartment floor, real hall. Bulb buzz normal, door there ajar. Phone on floor, 11:02 p.m. Same night, curled fetal ribs agony grind, welts festering pus, blood pooling. Crawled inside, locked door, blacked out, safe, bullshit. Buzz lingers in my skull, hallway shadows elongate at night. Mold smell haunts vents, fingers twitch in my dreams, smooth watcher behind every mirror. Scars pulse hum sync, it's tethered. Through the Noclip scar, waiting for my slip, one flicker, one quiet hall, don't go alone if lights flicker. Check behind, it's closer than you think, always was.